Alrighty, guys, we are going to do vocabulary for week 8. How about that? This is getting pretty exciting. All right, so before we start, first of all, this story that I'm about to read is super cool. It's talking about the autonomous Google car. You know what that means to be autonomous? It means it works itself. It works on its own. It's a self-driving car. And yes, those are real. I'll have you Google it, not to be kind of ironic, I suppose, but you're going to Google the Google car, okay? So, but let's talk about right now your vocabulary words. I'm going to read them out. So here are your basic words, 1 through 4. You ready? These are basic words. These are tier 1 words. You guys ought to know these. Ready? Reality, typical, careless, and route, okay? Reality, typical, careless, and route. Now for your context words. What does it mean? It means you're probably better off reading these words in a paragraph or a sentence so that you better understand them because they're listen. These are multiple meaning words, which means they have different definitions. If you just see them by themselves, you really would have to read someone's mind if they said, "Do you know how I'm using this word?" You'd have to see it in context, right, to understand. And those words are proceed, extraordinary, lacking, motivation, capacity, and belongings. Okay. I'm sorry, did I say proceed? I meant to say produced. I think I said proceed.
Yeah.
I did. I meant to say produced. Okay, so produced, extraordinary, lacking, motivation, capacity, and belonging. Here we go. Common words. These are words that, you've probably seen as well. Tier 1 word, ready? Alarming, obstacles, eliminate, anticipates, right? I think, have you seen these words?
Yeah.
I think some of them. Maybe anticipates, maybe obstacles, I don't know. Now, I'm going to read the story, and I want you to ding me when I come across one of your vocabulary words. You ready? Other than the blue that are already highlighted, all the vocabulary words are in here, so be on the lookout for them. You can underline them and ding me when you see them. Ready? Here we go. If I told you a car, well, first of all, what should I have done? What should I have done? No, the car with no driver. I should have read the title, right? Here we go. If I told you a car existed that could drive itself without a human, would you believe me? It is true. There are several companies working on making this idea a reality. One of those companies is Google. The car Google produced has several typical parts like wheels and windows. But what makes this new car extraordinary are the parts that are lacking. There is no steering wheel, no gas or brake pedal, and there isn't even a driver. The motivation behind developing this car is to prevent future accidents caused by careless and inadequate drivers. The car is meant to act somewhat as a taxi service, picking up people from one location and transporting them to another. It has the capacity for 2 passengers, seatbelts, space for belongings. I said space for belongings, on and off button, and a screen showing the route. It may feel alarming to ride in a car with no driver, but Google placed many safety features in this vehicle. It can detect obstacles up to 2 football fields away. It can change speeds, brake, and turn. Since 90% of all accidents are caused by human error, the software in the Google car could eliminate nearly all accidents. Google anticipates that by the year 2025, there will be 200,000 self-driving cars sold each year. Would you buy one? What year do you guys going to graduate? Think about it. Do you know what's 2027? Is that you? Think about this though. Well, let's say it's 2027, right?
Don't buy one.
So look at this. You're going to be 2 years into the self-driving car boom. How about that, dude? All right. Here is what your homework is going to be tonight. 2 things. Okay? And so I'm glad I'm screencasting this. You are going to highlight all of the different, all of the words in here, right? All of them. You're going to highlight them. Then I am sharing with you the words and the definitions. So I could show you that here in about 2 seconds. Oh, I'll just show you real quick. So, and I'll do this on the screencast. So if you guys at home would be so kind as to go into your Shared With Me drive, you'll go into, when you're in Shared With Me, you'll go in and you're going to find the Share folder. Boom, that's under Shared With Me. And you're going to do, what, vocabulary, and it's going to say, really easy, week 8. You're going to pull up this right here. The vocabulary, it has it broken down into tier 1, 2, and 1. And you are going to write the word down and write its definition. You're going to do all of them. You're going to do all of them. Okay? You're going to write all of your definitions, which I shared with you, so it's a no-brainer. I'm giving you 6 minutes right now to highlight words and to write down definitions. And by the way, this goes, hold on, sit down. Here, hold on. By the way, it goes in your vocabulary notebook, okay? It goes in your vocabulary notebook, which should be headed properly, which I'm about to show you, okay? You'll put your name and date at the top, right? And the date is what, the 10th? So 12, 10, 18. Okay, you're going to do spelling.
It's vocab.
I'm sorry, it is vocab. I am a goofball. Vocab. And then maybe you do Monday. Right, give it a little title, then you'll go over here, number 1, and you'll write your first vocabulary word, and you'll define it. Then number 2, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to give you 8 minutes to do that. That is my screencast for tonight's vocabulary homework. Tadero.